We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to what is going to be an exciting game of football. I cannot wait for this one. This is going to be absolutely incredible. We're here in Croatia, not the country, of course. We're here at Adelaide, Croatia Raiders for this game. It's going to be absolutely exciting. The Raiders, they're down in 10th, 2 points above the relegation zone to start the season. But their opponents tonight, they've taken to life fantastically well in the NPL. It is, of course, West Torrens Birkalla. They also sit on 3 points, but they're on 7. They're 7th in the ladder. Slightly different outlook on the season so far. My name's Lockie, and Tonus, you're next to me. You're ready to go. What are the starting lineups?
Lockie, great to join you today for the hosts, Adelaide, Croatia. Number 6, Noah Blaseka. Number 7, Donati Nyankuru. Number 8, Callum Campbell. Number 9, the captain, Anthony Costa. Number 14, Oliver Zafaridis. 19, we've got Reece Thompson. Number 20 at the back, Marco Toriani. 22 in goals, Vincent Barbaro. 23 in the midfield, Jai King. 26, Yuto Ikeda. And 27, the striker, Oli Trimboli. With the visitors, West Orange Birkalla, Cohen Morris, number 4. Number 5, Reese Jurjevic. Number 7, Jonathan Dorigo. 10 is Charlie Devereaux. 14, Nathan Adijanto. 15, Zach Becker. 18, Yohei Matsumoto. 20, Nicholas Harpers, the captain in goals. 22 is Alan Welsh. 26, the top scorer this season, Tyrese Conway. And 77 is Chris Christopoulos, as the two captains are tossing the coin, Costa and Harpers, with Christian Vidicchio, our referee for this afternoon. Should be a great game, Lockie. Over here at the Croatia Sports Centre, a great facility. They do Friday nights well here. Croatia beat France 2-0 this morning. They're up and about, so a very good place to be tonight, the Croatian Sports Centre, as it usually is.
Great news, of course, for the national team. And I tell you what, they put on a great feed every night of the week, but especially on a Friday. That was absolutely delicious, what we had downstairs. But, of course, we couldn't be here without the RAA. They're, of course, proud sponsors of Football South Australia and keeping track of the score for us tonight. One World LED and the Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. And doesn't it look resplendent over there in the corner? I cannot wait for this one. What's the key, Antonis, for both teams?
Well, it's two sides that will classify themselves as entertainers, so I don't want to jinx it, but it kind of promises goals, doesn't it? So I'm really looking forward to an entertaining game with two teams looking for vital wins at the early part of the season. Again, we're in the 4th round. There's only one win between these two sides. One for Adelaide, Croatia. Of course, Berks have had 3 draws. Both looking for that all-important 3 points tonight as we're waiting for kickoff for West Orange Birkalla at the right side of your screen, attacking the left side, and Croatia in the famous red shirt from the left side, attacking the right side of your screen.
Well, I mean, I've just had a little look. It's not a bad little build-up here as the crowd goes, the music stops, and we are away for a Friday night. Here we go, Antijanto got a couple options wide. They're on the front foot very quickly here, Birkalla. Can they find their way through? Dancing and trying to work their way back. Go forward again. Christopoulos crosses and not one of his better options there as that one just kind of flies out. Going to be brought back into play by the keeper and away we go again. This time Raiders trying to find a surge forward. So they work their way to the outer side of the ground. All back inside. Waiting though down were only the colour players, and it might work out here for Welsh, who's trying to trap it on the boundary line. Back in. And along the line they go, but it looks like it's going to be intercepted. Just a bit of pass for the first sort of 30 seconds as both teams try and feel each other out here. Now, coming down this near side. Here we go. Thompson bounding away inside. Little pass back. Might work out here. 1-on-1, dancing, trying to get around his opponent, does well, brings it back in, no, not to start for Costa, but the captain looks good there, Antonis.
Yeah, really good move there, great cross by Oli Trimboli, and Costa, you give that ball to him 10 times, it was 9 of them there, gets it on target, but didn't get the exact contact he would have wanted, as a foul's committed there in the middle by Yute Keita. You see Reece Thompson, who started that move before our right back today. You've seen him in the midfield this season, scored last week. Our right back today covering for the suspended Bradley Corbo after his red card last week against Metro Stars. Very handy player to have for Coach Vlada Blazeka. He can play a right back, can play in the midfield. A really, really handy player, can do a few jobs. A
master of all of them, no doubt. There is Thompson. Meantime, back towards Harpus and the long clearing ball up the line. It's going to work out and over the boundary line into touch. Come back in. Samoto there to bring it in. Far side of the ground. Away from your commentary position. Inside it goes. Oh, stolen. Nearly. And referee said that's a foul. Not getting away with that one there. Keita, he was the one that was fouled in the end, so it should go back to him. Well, it might work out instead. Well, it gets back to him now. They went the convoluted way, but they got there in the end. As dancing on the far side again. Ball goes forward. Only players back, though, wearing the yellow and black of Birkalla, who's rising this league. They're not to be taken lightly. They're not here to just make up the numbers. They're ahead of a couple of good teams. I mean, I know we've only had 3 games played, but you can only do what the task that's put in front of you. Meantime, ball bounces. Dorigo releases Conway. And he's got a pretty good defender up against him. Should be stopped. Coming back in again. They might rinse and recycle here. Mr. Fearloss, he was there. And they're moving forward. Oh no, left the footy behind. Conway might have to pick it up, does pick it up. Here he goes, driving at the defence. Shot comes in. Well, that was never, ever going to trouble the keeper there in Barbaro.
You can see the confidence of Conway's got 4 goals in the early days of this season. Of course, he's got to back himself there. Probably not his best effort, but he knows he can do it.
And they've started, I think, a little bit here, Antonis, on the front foot, have Birkalla pushed them back. Both teams have had their chances. Conway there, Costa at the other end. It's been an exciting first 3 minutes there on the scoreboard. The one word LED and Sportal scoreboard, of course, for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Ball moving now towards the outer side. And that one's going to be collected and taken by the keeper.
Speak of Birkalla's great start, and of course Croatia's got a great facility, a great crowd, but also how pumped would you be as the away team coming to play in this facility in front of this crowd? So no surprise as the ball goes from keeper to keeper, but we say that Birkalla has started strong, but the best chance has fallen to Anthony Costa of Adelaide, Croatia, could very easily open the scoring for his side, the captain.
He very easily could have, and didn't. I think that'll play on his mind a little bit if they don't get over the line. He might go to sleep dreaming of what would have happened if he'd done it a little bit differently.
I think he's put the ball at the back of the net enough times to shake that off and go for the next one.
Yeah, he absolutely has. Ball moves forward now. Here they go, charging. Although there was a foul, and referee was pretty quick to bring that play back then.
Joachim Matsumoto would be very relieved there. Having the Nati and the Yonkuru running at you would not be a very pleasant experience. The forward after a season with the Central Coast NPL team, back home at Adelaide, Croatia, and threatening to light up the league every week.
Yeah, he certainly is. I mean, as you said, it's excitement v excitement. It's certainly not going to be short on entertainment tonight here. Ball moves down. Conway, Antijanto, ball rolls and collected quite nicely in the end. I'll roll this one out and start again.
Birkalla was out, George Blackwood today, their marksman, so we might see a bit of indifference up front while they try to find new options and solutions to find a way at goals, but again, definitely have the firepower to do that.
Scored his first NPL goal a couple of weeks ago out against Campbelltown at Frank Smith Park there. Ball moves back and across and rolls out. It's going to come back in. They wait and narrow away. Back on Antijanto. Trapped almost in the back pocket there. Ball turned over. Here come the Raiders. Turning inside. Trying to work his way forward is Campbell. Gives it across. Welsh got that one. Just taking his time, trying to find an option. Goes inside and then out towards the near side here. Antijanto. Conway. Dance step. Thank you very much. Takes them all on. Nearly loses the football. Does lose the football in the end. But he is looking threatening, him and his Birkalla teammates. Ball rolls. Looked it nicely in the end. Morris in no real rush to dispose of it. Does in the end through Welsh. Welsh turns and ball rolls back. Ended up back in the hands of Morris again. So he just waits and takes his time and tried to find a target then. The thing that happens is that it might still work out. Dorigo was there, but pushed away from him. And it looks like we're going to get rinse and repeat. So just take their time.
Yeah, that's the game, you know. And again, with the modern game, with the high pressing and the playing out, you wait for the opponents to press you, and then you bait the press and you play through them and you start exposing them, and both sides have a bit of that about them. So again, it's patience in the early days, but once the game opens up, it's very hard to close down again. So again, like you said earlier, they're just feeling each other out to begin here, the two sides, but I'm sure the fireworks will follow.
Oh yeah, the fireworks will absolutely follow. Speaking of fireworks, shot goes in. Oh, well, there was fireworks there. Devereaux had a go. He just ended up missing there.
And he's got the long-range strike in his arsenal, Charlie Devereaux.
He really does. He's an exciting player to watch. Get excited. Meantime, Croatia Raiders just moving it forward. Ball flicked across. Goes under the outside, Thompson. Of course, the master of all trades. Just about stick him anywhere and he'll be able to do a job for you. As Antonis mentioned earlier, at right back tonight.
Saw Oliver Zafaridis dropping to the midfield there to start play. Very handy as Niankuru picks up the ball.
Here comes Niankuru trying to work his way through, unable to. Lost out. Was surrounded by about 3 Birkalla players then, so probably wasn't going to go his way. Conway, he flicked it back to move forward. And Ederigo's there. He's been good since he's come in. Oh, have a look at that ball. That was incredible. Ball rolls towards Becker. Does he keep it in? He doesn't. And it nearly worked out. Probably just 10% too much oof on that football then. He might have been able to stop it.
Yeah, really good idea there. And got just about right. Just a bit too much on it. You can see Becker was quite frustrated not to get to it. But again, a ball like that can unlock a defence like that, because then you go in the wide area, you can cross and cause some damage as Birkalla regain the ball here.
Here we go. They are in a little bit of they're in a little bit of a mood, Birkalla, it looks like. Just the Adelaide Croatia Raiders, to their credit, have been really, really good. The ball flicks up, defending well, and keeper collects and will start again. Both teams still just trying to work each other out, but those fireworks, they're bound to come. It's excitement v excitement here up in Adelaide's north. Ball just back with the keeper. Flicked across. Again, Thompson's there. Oh, Thompson left Conway going shopping, just absolutely sold him some candy. Meanwhile, I'll flick it up. And there's the ball. Trying to work it wide. Collected. Trimboli has a look. Brings it back inside. Oh, wow. That is an excellent tackle. An excellent clearance. Not a tackle. Threw his legs out and got it away.
Real solid from Colin Morris, but has given away the first corner of the game. And we'll see Oliver Zafaridis come to take the ball for an in-swinging corner with that left foot of his. So well done by Birkalla defending it there, but you have to switch back on really quickly because Croatia have some weapons in that box to head that home.
Yeah, absolutely. That was some kind of defence. But now up against the tall boys, what can they do? Well, comes back in, turned, nearly got there, but rolled away only as far as the waiting play. Cross back in, keeper came. Harpers did well to get that away. It's going to come back again. Inside, oh wow, what a stop. That was incredible. That was an absolute stop and a half. Meantime now, they'll roll and they'll get it out. Again, Conway was trying to just dance his way through, wasn't able to, and it's looking like it's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, wow, Nicholas Harpers, take your hat off, because if anything beats that for save of the week, I'd love to see it. That's an incredible save, and he's been doing it for so many years. Nicholas Harpers, of course, a really important part of that Campbelltown side, that all-conquering Campbelltown side a few years ago. He's still doing it as the captain of Birkalla here. Incredible save, and Croatia will feel they should be in front after those chances with Costa and that header from Trimboli.
I'll tell you what, that was a bit ambitious. Referee let him go, but I mean, I tell you what, that save there, if that doesn't get you excited to go in a battle with that man as your leader, I don't know what will. That was incredible. Harpers, seriously, if I had a hat on, I'd take it off to him. Meantime, ball's going to work its way forward again. Cross came in, Harpers there again, like a brick wall, stopping everything, the easy, the hard, and the in-between.
He preempted that one, Harpers. He could see that he was going for the cross, and he took a few steps out to be able to collect that well. And if Trimboli got his head up, he might have seen him off his line and changed his mind. But again, real experienced goalkeeping from Harpers, keeping his team in it as Campbell gives the ball away to Birkalla to restart with Conway.
Conway flicks it on. Oh, Canto wasn't quite there. Needed an extra 2 inches at his feet then to be able to get that one. Wasn't able to. Meantime, Welsh. Ball rolls out from behind, away from him. They're going to work it forward again. Here we go, Trimboli. He's made that flank down there his own. Ball's going to come in and, well, he had a little bit of a go. Wasn't able to get that one done, though. Ball's going to come out. Harpus. Human wall. Almost at this point. Just waits. Picks it up and we'll start again.
You can see Croatia's intent. They really need the one for 3 points today. They've only won once this season. It was the big one, though, against the rival.
Oh, problem. Oh, I tell you what, they get away with that.
Very lucky there.
Costa might get there first. That one's ended over and out. I tell you what, they got lucky then.
Yeah, I nearly jinxed them, didn't I? Saying they about winning those 3 points today. They did beat their rivals, FK Belgrade, away from home. As we've got an injury down, we'll update you when we can tell who that is. But again, you hear both at the Croatia and the Belgrade camps that if they want to win any 2 games in the season, they just want it to be those 2 games. The rivals home and away. Even if nothing else goes well, those are the big ones, and they've won that. But guess what? That's out the way now until the second to last round of the season. We've got to start picking some results. They did play Metro Stars last week, Croatia, and it ended up being 5-1 Metro Stars way. It ended up being 5-1 Metro Stars way, but it was not a 5-1 game. I'll tell you what. For about 60 minutes, 70 minutes, Croatia really matched them, and they copped a few late goals, but again, a 90-minute performance is what they're after, and they're looking to provide that today as we get back underway.
We do. We're away again, and I want to ask you about that 5-1 in a minute, but we'll leave that for now because charging through the midfield come Birkalla. Takes the time, flicks it back. Welsh is there. Needs some support, finds it in the end. They're just going to flick towards the near side here. That's what it looks like they're going to do. They do. Here we go. Mr. Fearlos, he's got the football. Flicks it back. And it's towards Harpus. Long ball. Outer side, flicked on, leaving a lot of work and too much work in the end. Running out of room. It's getting out of the way of the Adelaide Croatia Raiders for a goal kick. So I was going to ask you about that 5-1. How demoralising is that when you feel like you've been in a game, when you feel like you've been in the ball game, but it fades away pretty late? Just kind of talk us through that disappointment you think they would have felt at the end of last week's game.
They would be disappointed because they wouldn't think it's a fair scoreline. But you play Metro Stars, you get punished if you're not turned on, even for 10, 20 minutes, as the ball will restart with Birkalla at the back. They'd be very proud of their performance. They even took the lead there. They looked really good and making life hard for Metro Stars, but it just got away from them. And I guess instead of letting it demoralise you can do that and just be depressed for 20 rounds, or you can use it as a learning and take it away. And next time you play Metro Stars, you can show what you can do. Because again, Metro Stars have been the team to beat the last couple of years. Croatia aim to be that team. We heard President Ian Krivic before talk about that this is the team. We believe the club is back. They can compete. That's what they want to be. So you've got to beat the best. You want to be the best, and that's their goal. They're recruiting for it. They're playing like it. So we'll see what they can do. But yeah, 2 ambitious teams here today as Croatia have the ball with Jai King.
Here we go, King. Can Jai be King? Rolls it off instead. Not going to take the shot on himself. Ball goes back, and I believe that might have been offside. So start again. Ball at the feet of West Torrens Birkalla. Ball rolled wide. Conway says, I love that. Don't mind if I do. Thompson was there to meet him. And the ball ended up going over and out.
And speaking of ambition, Birkalla, a couple of years ago, they come up, didn't sign too many players, went straight back down. They're not going to die wandering this season. They've recruited very heavily and a lot of quality, and we see it a lot on the pitch today. You see a lot of these players, as Dorigo plays the ball through, they'll be collected by Barbaro. But your Welshes, your Conways, your Andy Jantas, you name it, there's a lot of quality in your Blackwoods. So it's a team full of quality, and a team that shouldn't just stay up. They can play finals, and that'll be their goal this season.
Yeah, so they'll be ambitious. They'll be buoyed by what they've seen in the first sort of 3 weeks of this season. I know, obviously, it's a long season. We all know it's a long season. You've got 22 rounds to be able to sustain it. But right now, so far, so good. Speaking of so good, have a look at that run on the outer side of the ground. Ball's going to come back and might work its way out. Oh, snapping. That was a little bit of a bold tackle, a little bit eager then. And a yellow
I believe that's Callum Campbell. I'm sorry if I can't see it, but it's in the furthest part of the ground, and I'm in front of a glass.
Yeah, I was just having a look myself. I think you're correct there. Callum Campbell finds his way into the referee's notebook.
Okay, I'll cancel my optometrist appointment and book one next year again. Then I reckon I'll pass for this season. So Callum Campbell with the first booking of the evening for his tackle there. But yeah, Yuta Ikeda has to be a little bit more careful playing out from the back there, because it was his turnover that led to this rush tackle by Campbell, who's going to be walking a tightrope for the rest of the day.
Yeah, not a position you want to find yourself into the referee's notebook 18 minutes in. You never really want to be there, but you'd rather be there closer to the 90 than that. Stating the obvious a little bit there. Ball goes in. Might work its way out. It bounces and bounces. Collected. Shot comes back in, or it was more a centering ball in the end. Ball's going to roll out. Matsumoto. He lays it off. Where to next? Pull down along the line, and they're going to have to go backwards to go forward here. They've set up, I think the discipline's been really, really good tonight from the Raiders. They've been pretty disciplined, really. There's no other word to describe it. The ball rolls back.
They've got a very solid backline. Again, having Yuta Ikeda and Marco Toriani playing next to each other, it's a real formidable backline. Toriani's been a fantastic addition, probably one of the best signings of the off-season.
Ball down, again a little snappy, and Thompson might find himself in the referee's notebook too.
Went a bit too early there, Reece Thompson, and Christian Badicchio will have a word with him. Just be a bit wiser for the next time you lunge in, because you might leave him no choice next time. But again, it's just a quiet word now. Take a breather, consider your next move, and he'll be left off with a warning. Reece Thompson, good refereeing by Christian Badicchio.
Yeah, one of the best in the game is Badicchio, and I tell you what, Thompson got out of there nice and quickly after he'd finished having his chat. You don't stick around when the referee's had a word with you.
Say thank you and you move on.
Yes, absolutely. As we will now, because the game's back underway. We'll flick back. Cross Morris was there. Ball's ended up back, though, at the feet of the captain. Harpers, he might have found some kind of ball, but wasn't to be. Now, here come the Raiders. Thompson. Ball back. Riboli tries to just step his way through. Conway stepped him, though, and well, referee let it go. Oh, Conway went in again. He might get it out. He did get it out. I don't know how he's done that. Welsh. Trying to work his way back, and they've had to settle on going backwards to go forward again. Rolling, and collected.
You see, that was that pressing by Birkalla. 4 players surrounding Trimboli, and he ended up being dispossessed there, and they come out of nowhere. So you've got to be really careful when you try and play out, as Thompson will try here, and you win the throw-in off Tyrese Conway.
We'll throw him backwards. Now just unceremoniously placed up the line. What a ball. Might be offside though. And, well, did stop Costa in the end from having a shot anyway. Wouldn't have counted for anything.
Yeah, good idea from Toriani, but I don't think Costa had made himself back from an offside position. Not even close, to be honest. So
no, he's almost in a different postcode.
It does feel like a bit of a waste. So once Birkalla locate the right place to take their free kick, they'll restart play there with Colin Morris.
Got to make sure everything's in the right place before you go. Ball up, and that one wasn't troubling any of the defenders or the attackers, really. Bit of kick to kick there. Ball rolls back. Now up the line. Morris was there again. Ball spills out the side of that. Morris in there, passing inside in triangles here to work it forward. Devereaux's involved. He flicks it back towards Welsh. Welsh might have just been able to keep it. He did. Rolling forward again. Turns inside. Devereaux back towards him, and, well, they lose out in the end. Now forward. Although they're very quickly getting back here, Birkalla. Ball with Trimboli. He then flicks it up the line, searching to link up again. There's Costa holding the ball up. Back, and Ikeda ended up collecting a touch and it's gone out.
For a corner. And again, we've seen what they can do from set pieces. Birkalla, that left foot of Zafaridis troubled them last time. He's going back again to take the set piece. And he wasn't off the original corner last time. It was when the ball came back out to him and his second delivery with a left foot that led to that chance from Trimboli. So we're looking for another quality delivery here.
Well, what can Zafaridis do? Who does he turn to? Who does he aim for? Well, we'll find out in a minute, because only he knows those answers. Cross down towards, that has stayed out somehow. Somehow that has stayed out.
I think they might be asking for a free kick, Croatia were asking for another corner, and Birkalla were questioning a free kick, so no one's happy here, but Birkalla will settle for a goal kick because it's their ball and there's no goal, so no harm done.
I don't know about you, Antonis, but I'm certainly happy. What a first half of this first half it's been. RAA proud sponsors of Football South Australia and the RAA NPL. It's back for another year. It's been exciting, and we're 3 rounds in. Tonight marks the start of round 4, not just here, but basically all over the state. There's all kinds of football games being played. Welsh meantime, Dorigo rolled past him, and, well, ball's thrown out. Start again. Thompson. Now, and should be flicked towards the outer side. Oh, no, problems. Might still work it forward again, a tangle of legs, and referee was quickly over to defuse the situation before it got any worse, and that is a player in a lot of pain.
Yeah, desperate lunge there from, I think it was Becker, was trying to keep that attack alive, but it seems like he collected his marker, who's down in some discomfort, and he might be on top from here. I reckon he might be Noah Blazek.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Yeah, I think it's him. And he's only come back late last season from a big injury, so hoping for all the best for him. You want players like him to stay out on the pitch, so hopefully it's just something that stung him and he can get up and continue playing, because he's had a really solid start to the season, the heart of Adelaide Croatia's midfield.
Absolutely. If it is the worst news and he does have to go off, who can they turn to, Antonis?
Yeah, they might have to restructure the way they go to get a Radici or a Matteo on, but Alessio Benvenuto is a midfielder that can be there for a straight swap, but let's not think about that yet because he's getting up. Fingers crossed can continue, but this might work like a little timeout because you can see all the red shirts, they're congregating by their bench. I'm sure getting instructions from their coach, Vlado Blazeka, who I can see is very animated with his instructions.
I just had a look between Harpus and Christopoulos. They were both having a bit of an in-depth conversation. They might be potentially around distribution, but it's hard to know without overhearing. Ball looks to be, we've got a ball game again. We're away.
And Blazeka's back on the pitch, which is great to see.
Yeah, that is good news. Obviously, you never want to see a player go down injured. Opposition fans, their own fans, much alike, don't want to see that at all. Meantime, ball goes forward. On the outer side, Croatia spurred on. Oh, well done. What a tackle that was to take that football.
Yeah, well done, Gohan Matsumoto. And for a player that's only made himself a right back in the last year or so, again, he used to be one of the most flamboyant wingers in this league, and he's transformed himself into a right back. Helped Campbelltown win the title there last year, and it seems like he's enjoying life in that position in his new club.
Yeah, he was good as well a couple of weeks ago against the old mob. Although, again, playing your old team, it always does excite you a little bit. It gives you a little bit more edge. That was some kind of way to win the football. Meantime, Conway rolls it back across. Here they go, just past the ever-closing attack there, Antijanto. But they should get it away.
Yeah, well done, Jonathan Dorigo. What a challenge there to win the ball. Maybe this point, no one's getting the cross as Neon Kuru goes on the run.
Here in Kuru coming hard the other way. What can he do? Turning, trying to turn his opponent, unable to. And that one's going to roll. Looks out.
Great tackle there by, I believe that was Jurgovic. Not an easy task having the Natty and Neon Kuru run at you. I can tell you that for some reason we played against in the lowest division of our father's side over the summer. It was not easy to mark him.
Jeez, you probably still wake up screaming in the middle of the night. Ball comes back in this time. Might still work its way out. Shot goes in across the face, and both teams in the last couple of moments have had options. This one's warming up. We're not quite at the boiling point, but it's coming, and it's coming quickly.
Yeah, it's a bit of an arm wrestle, and both teams have had their chances, but you know, those are the best games that both teams look as likely as each other, and you know, a goal either way completely changes the dynamic of this one. And the longer it stays nil-all, the more interesting it gets.
Absolutely it does. If you've got plans for Friday night, cancel them. Don't go out anywhere. Stay glued. Stay glued to the YouTube channel because this one is going to be incredible. Meantime, moves up the line. It's going to come back the other way. Just hold your nerve, everybody. Here they go, linking up through the chain. Dorigo rolls it back. Welsh, Dorigo. Dorigo swings it back in. And there's a shot, and it just didn't quite work out. Ball thrown back, and in they go again. But Torrens Birkalla, they've just somehow got...
Burks win that foul there. Colin Morris off Jai King. Great cross there, but Andy Jan just couldn't get any pace on that header. Fell right in the arms of Barbaro. Just going on that One World LED and Sport scoreboard, one of our other games tonight, Modbury Jets and Campbelltown City. Campbelltown have opened the scoring as a Christopoulos cross comes in.
It does indeed. Although that looks like it was over as briefly as it begun. Fighting there on the far side. Who's going to win out? In the end, it is the Raiders. Too well to pinch the ball. Back towards Welsh. Welsh will look from the far side. Does cross it in. There's a header. Oh, they were aiming there for the play that was just lurking out the back. It was so unlucky. Ball back through. And they'll roll it. Atsumoto. He found the football. Now on the other side, driven back across. Devereaux was there. Dorigo was there. He looked like he was going to have it go back towards Devereaux, but missed the intended target. And now, there's another challenge. And I'll tell you what, they're going in hard. Conway this time quickly makes his way off the scene.
Yeah, I think Jai King went to get his foul back that he gave away about a couple of minutes ago, so made sure to claim that one. But yeah, going back to Campbelltown City, you don't see Campbelltown City lose their first 3 games of the season very often. So they've come out Modbury with intent, and they're leading 1-0 there against a northeast rival. 2
stalwarts there of the competition. That is going to be some game of football to watch. There's so many games on. Comets and Para Hills are on at the minute as well up at Ellis Park. There is so much excitement.
They'll kick off in about 10 minutes with the women's game on before. So again, a lot of football throughout the night for everyone.
I know. It's incredible. Everywhere you look, there's football. And how good is it? Ball now rolls up the line, and there's a little option. It might still work its way out. Harpers is there again, though. A
great overlapping run by Zafarides there, and can do some damage on those if Burks aren't careful. But here they are with their own attack.
Can Birkalla do? Again. A little 5-metre pass backwards to try and release Conway, who was lurking, and that one's missed its intended target. Thompson will pick it up and go again. Now they might go towards the outer side, which probably isn't a bad idea, just to try and release a couple of options. Instead, they go into the centre.
On the same page there, Croatia, who will get it back fortuitously.
Yeah, they did. Campbell now rolls it wide, and here they come charging up the field. They're going to turn, they're going to cross there. Going to get blocked, and we'll try again.
Speaking of trying, you can see Croatia trying something new here in the last 15 minutes of the half, because Trim Bowl and Niyankuru have swapped wings to try and have a go at each other's fullback, and you can see the results here. Niyankuru wins a corner within a minute or so of swapping wings, and it will be once again the near side. All the corners from Croatia have been on this near side, and it's Oli Zafaridis again to bring it in.
So what can he do? He's been pretty good on delivery tonight so far, Zafaridis. But now there's a couple of screens to go. Croatia, they're certainly up and about. There it is. Driving ball. Oh, wow. Harper's just got rid of that nice and quickly.
Going for an Olympic, a goal direct from the corner, and Croatia copped one of those last year against Adelaide Olympic, and they ended up losing that game 1-0. So taking a page from that book, Zafaridis, but again saved by Harper's, and we'll have another go here.
Does he try and get one on Harper's this time? Cross comes in near post, and they might clear it this time. Birkalla dancing in the far pocket, and that one over and out into touch, and we'll try again. It's going to be a throw-in instead of a corner this time. Get someone with some long levers and throw it right into the mixer. See what you can cook up. Now, Thompson. Looks like he's going to be that man. Does he go there?
You can see the starting positions are long, but to go back to Toriani, who may look to deliver.
Cross comes in. Top of the 18-yard box. This time it rolls away. Oh, wow. That was a little bit classy just to step around his opponent. Conway, meantime, he ends up with the ball. And now they'll just work it back. They'll just take their time. Ends up at the feet again of Harpus, who's had a relatively busy night. It's probably neck and neck in terms of who's had the busier time in the nets. He might be slightly ahead. Ball, meantime, rolls and bounces and goes out.
Well, he's definitely got save of the night
yeah.
at the moment, I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you what, you could have put a brick wall down there, and I don't think it would have done as good a job of stopping that ball. As a couple of lights go out in the grandstand. Meantime, we'll play on though. Be an issue. As long as the lights don't go out on the pitch, we're all good. So we're playing football in the dark.
And not at this level, that's just A-League things.
Ball rolls back, and that's the Moto. He found Devereaux, and again they bring out that triangular pass. Oh, I tell you what, the step was pretty clever just to work it forward. They try that again. Becker was the man with the step, but he lost the ball, and it goes over and out.
10 minutes left here. We'll see a very good time for either team to score, because then you just transform the rest of the game. But what an awful time it will be to concede in that last part of the half. The coach absolutely despised that.
Welsh. Ball goes back inside. Morris. Towards Welsh off the turn. It was pretty good just to try and open up. Did just that, and looks like it is going to go nearly out. Stopped. Top of the 18-yard box. They're going to work their way again. Devereaux, Welsh. Oh, that was mighty close. That was mighty close. It rolls back out. Ball comes back in and collected in the end.
Alan Welsh with the best chance of Birkalla for today. And again, reminding everyone, I'm a Sir Jamelta medalist. I've got a lot of quality about me. We didn't see much of him last year, in and out with injuries, but he's reminding us of his quality here today for West Torrens Birkalla, and always a threat, Alan Welsh. How
great it is to have him back as well. Looks like he, hopefully, fingers crossed and knock on wood that he gets it away. That could be, that could have been a little bit of a drama. They do end up, Harpers was just playing with fire a little bit. In time, looks like it's going to roll out.
That's goalkeeping in this day and age. It's all about being proactive. Just got to get it right though when you go there. But again, this is the argument about synthetic and real grass, because Harpers and Bergs play in the synthetic pitch at Jack Smith Park, but today, obviously, as you can see, we've got the natural grass of the Croatian Sports Centre, so it's a very different bounce.
It is a little bit. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, it looks like they've adjusted quite well. Well, you say there's a difference. Grass is grass at the end of the day, and you should be able to play on anything. Meantime, ball rolls back. Harpers. Standing. Waiting. Decides to release now. And another attack starts. Oh, just work their way around. Back towards Harpus again. He's doing a good job, the captain. Decides I'm going to release my attackers. Come on, Tyrese and Conway. Well, he goes down. Did get a pretty heavy clatter in the back there. So hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, well, won the ball first, which is why the free kick has been given against Reece Thompson, who got there second and collected Conway on his back. But again, Conway will slowly make his way back up in the second, but for Birkalla, a really big opportunity because Chris Christopoulos is already lining up that ball to deliver it into the box.
Oh, a yellow was believed towards the infringer on that free kick. Time. Christopoulos waits, stands, ready to deliver. A little bit of magic for Birkalla. They've done it all NPL. Ball goes towards the back. Nope, thank you. Thank you very much. And that was some kind of collection by Barbaro. He just flew in front and took a pretty easy catch in the end.
Get the ball straight away to Birkalla though, and here they come again with Christopoulos.
Christopoulos on the wing. Lost out in the end, and I'll roll it forward. It's towards the inside. Oh no, Matsumoto saw the door open and ran straight through it and took the ball while he was there as well. Becker, now he's going to try and get it inside. He does. All that was at home though were the red shirts of the Raiders, and they get it towards the line. So we've got on the One World and Sportal scoreboard, we've got 39 minutes 45 seconds, so 5 minutes left of regulation time before the extra time starts to roll in. A couple minutes, you'd think?
Yeah, I'd say so. We haven't had too many stops, just a couple of injuries, a couple of minutes off the clock. 2-3 minutes will be right, like you say.
Yeah, it won't be a Qatar World Cup 2022 situation.
Not quite.
Rolls back towards Morris. Meantime, we'll get started again. It's back. A long, high ball into the Adelaide night sky. All rolls and bounces forward. Birkalla again. I'd be interested to see a possession stat here because I feel like Birkalla have had slightly more than the home team. But both teams have had relatively the same amount of chances, so they've been good in possession. Have the Adelaide Croatia Raiders when they've had the ball. Meantime, it does roll back. It's just based off an eye test though. So they're working it round. Just trying to find a way through. They might do so here. A little bit of argy-bargy on the pitch. Raiders win out. Trying to work their way forward. Becker picks up the footy and football and says thank you. Oh, wow, that was a pretty clever touch. Referee let him play momentarily. And in the end says get up. So over the outer side then. Or the inner side. Campbell. Cross and Thompson nearly in the end did leave the football behind. Potentially heard the call of just let it roll. Had teammates to back up. Yeah, the link up pass. Costa, the captain, turns and plays it back. Barbaro looks and doesn't particularly like what he sees on the near side. Decides to go directly up the ground and then roll it directly back. And now, can they find a release? Can they find a pressure point? Ball goes out momentarily, but Raiders, who had a lot of the footy in the last sort of 2 to 3 minutes, have now got the ball again. Ball flicked across. Here we go. Can they trap? Back across, and tell you what, he was there. He had an opportunity, but he wasn't quite able to stop that there. Zafaridis. It goes out.
Yeah, Neon Kuru had a chance to take that in his stride. Just couldn't get the touch on the ball. It would have been a real dangerous moment for Birkalla if he was able to. And the ball will come back in with a throw in here on the near side with Raiders, and Neon Kuru has currently got it.
Neon Kuru, the man we just saw, he's It's a burst of excitement. There he is again. Goes inside and trying to find a way into the box. He's there again, Nyonkuru. Ball goes inside. Oh, there it is! And that is some kind of finish. I think that has gone the way of Costa. Some kind of goal, but it might have been ruled off.
Yeah, he's offside. Anthony Costa, the assistant, has judged. It was a fantastic cross by Callum Campbell. Must have just straight offside. Anthony Costa, he's a fantastic finisher, but finishes the job there, but just offside. And real danger signs here for Birkalla in the last couple of minutes. It would have been an awful time to concede, but they survive here.
Yeah, they do, and they survive by the skin of their teeth. But that's all they have to do, survive. Scoreboard stayed at 0-0, of course, One World LED, but I don't think, One World Sport or LED there. I don't think it's going to be rolls back. Now they'll try and work their way through. It's on the halfway line. Campbell rolls his way forward and does it again. Here we go. Shot rolled in this time. Harbour's just collected, and another moment of excitement, but just not quite the way.
I'll tell you what, when Callum Campbell's on song, he's one of the best players in the competition. He's so comfortable with the ball at his feet, in tight areas, playing those balls. Those last two chances for Croatia, both created from his feet. A real dangerous player when he's on.
Yeah, you make a good point there. He's been pretty good tonight, and as you mentioned, when he does get those opportunities, does use the ball well. Meantime, there is Campbell again, who's might have been a free kick, so it is going to go back. Raiders. Nyonkuru was, well, the player selected, but the pass was just a little bit wayward. So, holes over and out, and it looks like we're going to get a goal kick.
Harpers will take his time here. After those last couple of chances, saw the ball at the back of his net and had to make a very solid save. Will not be in a hurry to restart it here. Will be more than happy to take the 0-0 scoreline going into the break here as he walks back into his box to restart us. And yeah, you don't have to guess he's going to go long here.
Yeah, that wouldn't even be paying anything. That would just be $1.
We lose money on that one.
Long ball. Oh, works its way forward again. They're ending with a bit of a wet sail here, are the Raiders. Ball flicked across. Safaridis has a look and brings it back inside, and not quite there. The cross was pretty good, but defended well.
Again, mixing it up instead of getting it high and long, played it on the ground, made sure the Berks player had to deal with it. As Christian Vidicchio brings a close to the first half. It's 0-0, but not for the lack of chances, Lockie.
It is certainly 0-0, but not for a lack of chances, not for a lack of trying either. Both teams have been pretty good. There were moments Costa got it in the back of the net. He had a chance right on early in the half. Plenty of chances going the other way as well for Birkalla. Of course, RIA, proud supporters of football in South Australia. And of course, the One World LED and Sportal Scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It is going to be a massive second half right here in the NPL. Don't go anywhere. More RIA NPL on the other side of this.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Labasso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Busasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes line to Tavares. He then cuts it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingas.
Jason Konstantinopoulos one-on-one with Lazeka. Christian Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for the Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Headed away only to Metro Stars though. Edge of the box here, Visser. Now Gow with a little flick, Visser back in the box, and then the finish by Hamish Gow to get them 1-0 up early on.
What a goal.
Oh wow! Oh my god! That was insane! What a way to equalise!
Ryan Murati, only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside of the line. Can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right boot. Ryan's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. That's his hat-trick and the 8th goal for Blayford to make it 8.
Costelli being put by Caden. Now finds Anthony Costa, top of the box, goes with his left foot. Anthony Costa gets a second. He's got a brace in the first half, and he's taken Adelaide Croatia into a 2-0 lead at half-time, David.
It's a beautiful finish. Just picked his spot out perfectly there, but gosh, Neograd have just left themselves exposed there.
On the back of the announcement at the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here, again, will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with Football SA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given a professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Can they do something here? Plays out to Panagakos, and it's Panagakos! What an absolute cracker. Alicia Panagakos kicks off the season for Adelaide University.
And I mean, it at least keeps the play rolling instead of it turning around.
Have a shot. It's gone in. Tom Williams, corner, and Christos, who we were talking about just a minute ago, has had a very good last 20 minutes since come right into the game. Making it easy 1-0 up.
Goes to Yamada. Good turn. Needs to find an option. Might even look to go for herself. Nini Yamada! Makes it 3-2 for West Adelaide. 20 minutes left.
Such a quality player to have in this competition. Long shot there by Notridge. It's gone in! Well, it was just a speculative effort by Notridge, and it looked like Elliott never picked it up, and Comets have taken the lead.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Ghana United like home football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resis, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. Really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
Make its way through to Nicola despite the deflection. Here's Hazelwood, who does well to control the ball with the head. Hazelwood storming into the area, tries the shot, great save. And that should give Elliott a bit more confidence. He's done really, really well there. That ball was travelling.
Here's Hood, just needs to finish, gets it past Murphy. needs to have some sort of hit. And Murphy manages to backpedal and make the stop.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
Adelaide Atletico is being built on 6 pillars. It's about respect, about community, fairness, development, technology.
Atletico is become a family, a big family.
This club's got a lot of opportunity to grow. There's a lot of potential here with all the players and the boys, and it's just like a very good place to be at.
We want to be competitive. We want to drive and develop our culture. We've gone out and we've got a few experienced players. I mean, I've gone and got a very good goalkeeper. We've got a really talented Argentinian guy and a couple of older players.
We're a good quality of boys. All the boys are already in a few weeks are getting really close.
We want to make sure that everybody that plays at this club feels that they're getting the benefit of our coaching group.
We literally do what we preach, which is let's just play.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Welcome back, everybody. Here, it is going to be a massive second half. Birkalla, they've come up the highway, they've challenged, they've had their moments, but they're still yet to score. And on the other side, the home team, Adelaide Croatia Raiders, they've had their moments, but they're also yet to score. We're locked at 0-0. That is, of course, on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Of course, that's for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. But here in the RAA, who are proud sponsors of Football South Australia, the RAA NPL 0-0 on a Friday night. And Tonus, welcome back to you, my man. How are we going?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first half locking, and you can see Birkalla definitely enjoyed them. They're very keen to get back underway. They've been up for a minute now. I heard Christian Verdicchio's whistle, and that's why you see those red shirts coming out. Croatia probably a few bits of instructions, and we're going to be underway very shortly. And like you said, not really a game that deserves to be 0-0 at half-time, but it all adds to the spectacle. We had some really good saves from Nicholas Harper specifically. Had to save a couple late, probably save of the game, save of the round arguably, and I haven't even seen anything else at the start of, or in the middle of the half. And yeah, we're locked here at 0-0. As we said, 6 games played between these two sides this season. Only one win, and it was Adelaide Croatia against the rivals FK Belgrade a few weeks ago. In the league, where finals positions, relegations are always decided by a couple of points, every single point is crucial. So both sides will be itching to get the 3 points here, and Croatia will kick us off here momentarily when Christian Vidicchio gives the all clear. Just looking around, I don't think any changes have been made at the break. If we know there's anything, we'll let you know, but consider it unchanged for now.
Who blinks first when it comes to the substitutes bench? Who goes on to grab that first goal? If we get one, everything about to be answered. The fans, they're settled down, and we are away again. Here we go. 45 more minutes live up north of Adelaide. Here at the Adelaide Croatia home, here at Adelaide Croatia Raiders home deck. Ball meantime flicked across. Inside from Bowley. Had to go backwards. Did just that. Might get it back here. Up the line. Bouncing. Cleared. Goodbye. And that one is going to bounce over and out. I think in a touch. Yes. I was going to say, Becker would have done really well to keep that in. It might even be a Birkalla ball.
Yeah, it would be.
Matsumoto decides to throw it forward. Giving up the line, and it rolls and waits and into the crowd. Oh, no one there. No one's going home with a new shiner. Thank God for that.
I think the problem the Friday night at the Croatian Sports Centre isn't your head, it's your drink. That might be knocked out by the ball.
Oh, I've been there. It's not a pleasant experience. I think I've been there here, to be honest with you. Ball rolls back. Of course, it's wonderful facilities. If you're in the area and you see a game on, stop by, say g'day, come on in and enjoy yourself. NPL here to stay for a very, very long time, hopefully, here at the Croatia Sports Centre. Ball rolls forward this time. In at the feet of Birkalla. Becker's got an opportunity. He looped the keeper. Oh, how has that stayed out? That was next level defending. Well done. That was incredible. And that one might come back now. No, they're barreling towards the line. They decide this time they're going to get it out. And here come the Raiders the other way, pushing hard. Matsumoto, that might have been a shirt tug. It was, and it's going to be a free and a yellow too.
A yellow card for Aris Jurjevic here. First yellow card for Birkalla of the afternoon. Had to wait till the second half for it. Of course, Croatia have a couple already, but what a goal line clearance there from Oli Zafaridis. Great play from Birkalla. Probably their best chance of the game, to be honest. Zach Becker getting it over Vincent Barbaro, but Oli Zafaridis striking all the way at the goal line and making sure that the scores remain level.
Well, he's been sitting in the corners all night, that time doing the defensive work down the other end of the ground. Excellent goal line clearance. I don't know if that can go on the list of save of the week, considering he's not a keeper, but put it on there anyway to the boys that are working hard in the office. Meantime, ball forward now, Costa! And managed to save then, did Harpus again.
He'd be disappointed that he put it right down the middle, and Harpus just had to lower himself for that. He's got these finishes in his arsenal. Anthony Costa will be kicking himself here. Of course, he's already found the back of the net, but was offside in the first half.
He wasn't offside by much at all, Antonis. Maybe a couple of hair lengths, half his body, but it doesn't matter. Offside is offside. Meantime,
but what a start to the half we're having. End-to-end action.
It is absolutely exciting here. Enter Janto. He's unlocked the ball. And they go back, and then the shot comes in. Nearly cleared. Is cleared. Tell you what, don't take too long to catch a breath because it goes pretty quickly again. It's an exciting game of football, fast-paced, and we mentioned the boiling point. We're just about there. Nearly boiling over here. There's Matsumoto. Welsh. Now inside. Devereaux. He's unlocked a player. Now along the far side, Antijanto bring it back inside. Oh, that was some kind of shot, Dorigo. And still, somehow, 0-0.
You can see, though, he's kicking himself because Antijanto pulled that back very intelligently, had the chance to blaze at the goals, put his head up, found his teammate by cutting it back, and Antijanto just shot wide there. And Croatia have been let off with one here. Very, very lucky not to be a goal down after the start of this half.
Here they come again, that high press. It's been a part of Birkalla's game really since they entered the NPL at the beginning of the year. Welsh, back inside. Trying to work their way through now, just dance steps. Left it behind. And Trimboli gives it across. Breaking hard the other way. Right, there was some kind of ball. You can hear the excitement from the fans. Morris clears.
I don't think Anthony Costa expected that ball to make it to him. He probably thought Morris was going to be able to deal with it. Just went over him and just came a bit too fast at him to realise that he was going to land on his feet.
Yeah, he thought it was an opportunity then, Antonis. He thought he was going to be away, but he just wasn't. As you said there, that's Samoto. Now back, and still we wait. Welsh. Build up play. Devereaux. Ball over the halfway line now. Dorigo not potentially there. A touch that went away, and that one's going to be yellow. Another fine is in the way into the book.
Okay, this one for Nathan Antijanto. He is well versed to yellow cards during his NPL career. That probably didn't expect to get booked for that. Usually those tackles happen in midfield, but with even the yellow card legend now with two aside.
Yeah, we have. It's goes along with the scoreboard, really. Of course, the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. They'll be delighted to get a sponsor read in there. 0-0, 2-2 on the yellow card scoreboard, and it is some kind of exciting game of football. Oh, that worked its way out okay. Matsumoto and over the bound and over the line.
Yeah, superb start to the half. The end-to-end action in his Croatia taking their turn.
So potentially the Raiders are going to have a go. Ball back. Zafaridis, he's been so good tonight. Turning ball in, cleared. They might just work it towards the outer side. Or the broadcast side, sorry. They do. Down the line. Unloaded a tracer bullet almost. That would have taken a few worms' heads off. Antijanto wasn't quite there.
Really good start of the half by Jonathan Dorigo of Birkalla. Had that chance, but you could see he's the one that opened up the midfield with that pass. He's looking really lively this half.
Really is, and defensively as well, Antonis has been doing a lot of the pressing, which has been so vital, I guess, the game plan at Birkalla. Meantime, nearly worked out, didn't quite.
Just back on Dorigo. It's great to see a young player like that. The development he's made since the last time they were in the NPL a couple of years ago looks completely comfortable at this level these days.
Yeah, he really does. Referee blows his whistle. Foul.
Yeah, foul, and Christian Verdicchio tells Noah Blazeka be smarter. They're not needed as Birkalla will restart play here.
Back on we go. Devereaux. He's going to get it back now. He does. Welsh and goes forward. Collected. Plenty of players there. Wearing the red of the Raiders was back, and here we go. Trimboli just comes walking forward. Rolls it across. Shot about to come in. It does come in. It's there. No, it's cleared off the line. Oh my God. That was some kind of defence.
Tell you what, I've got no idea how this game's still 0-0. After the start of this half, we've had, 13 minutes, we've had 2 goal line clearances, we have one-on-one saves. It's absolutely bonkers that this game is still locked at 0-0. But I'll tell you what, I've never enjoyed a 0-0 more.
Oh yeah, this is one of the best 0-0s you'll ever see. How did that stay out? Wow, how did that stay out? I tell you who'll be asking themselves that, the Raiders.
And great defending by Reece Jurjevic on the goal line there. Trimboli with a couple of bites at it. Jai King with a chance. Just can't find the back of the net, either team. And I'll tell you what, when that first goal goes in, if it goes in, those celebrations will be memorable.
If it goes into the Raiders net, the celebrations in the stands will be memorable as well.
And I'll tell you what, they are attacking their favoured side because their most passionate supporters are on that near side, near us on the left here. So you watch them run to that side near us, but still got a bit of work to do as they take another corner there on that far side. I believe that is Zafaridis again with our left leg.
Zafaridis looking lethal. Cross comes in. Ball there, cleared away again. Harpus doing what he does best. Flicks wide. They might go wider still instead. Comes back inside and they might just run it all the way across. Ian Kuru just about basically ran half the length of half the width of the pitch. Trimboli now. He's there. Ian Kuru back on it. Trying to turn Becker. Did that successfully. Then had another opponent come at him. Lost him. Zafaridis cross nearly. Blocked and still Birkalla fighting tooth and nail to keep the Raiders out. It really does feel like it. Momentum potentially with the home team. Spurred on by that near chance. And that's a free.
I think Christian Vidicchio, has he paid the free kick or is it a throw-in? I believe he's given the throw-in. I reckon that's what the little scuffle was there all about. There were requests by Croatia for a free kick here. I believe it is a throw-in.
Yeah, it is. They had me brought in. Fortunately, though, I'm not out there in the blue, and is there any reason, and is there any wonder why? Ball
just offside there,
yeah.
I think. Just a bit too rash with their decision making. Have allowed Birkalla to take a breather now.
Everyone, I think, needs a breather.
I think he went out for a throw-in. Okay.
Plenty of question marks being asked, so it doesn't look like we're the only ones that are confused at the minute.
I think we're stopping for a sub. I'm just in a very bad vantage point to look at that specific corner.
Doesn't look like anyone's gone.
Yeah, it's going to be Oli Trimboli on that near side. Number 27 will be off. You can see him on your screen, and Stefan Mateo has come on for Adelaide, Croatia Raiders. Again, knows how to find the goals, so like for like swap will be out wide. On the right side, Mateo on the left side, Neon Kuru, and with Anthony Costa still the marksman up front.
Long throw in as we restart again. Oh, I tell you what, not a happy camper there. Plenty of questions there at the linesman.
I'll tell you what, Noah Blazek was basically our special comments there for a second, because I reckon that special effects mic got him even clearer than us. When repeated, of course.
No. No, we do apologise though if you did hear some
summaries. He didn't agree with the referee's decision.
Yes, definitely a summary.
But we play on.
Meantime, Niran Kuru trying to take on just about the entire defence there as Costa gets unleashed. That ball bouncing, and here we go. King here to give it across. Ball rolled back in, and that one's gone out.
It's Mateo's first touch since coming on. You can see definitely confident. I believe he scored 5 or 6 goals in Mount Gambier in the cup game there. I heard from his father that were taking pictures with him after the game, the players there. Definitely made an impression. You can see Stefan Mateo's full of confidence off the bench. First touch, first shot, didn't quite make the keeper work, but again, if the space opens up again, might make them regret for giving him that space in the first place as we restart here.
A dangerous play to give space to. Speaking of danger, there was Costa. Unfortunately, it was cleared away from him from a Raiders perspective. Oh, wow, Becker just turns, opens up the entire pitch. Unfortunately, didn't quite find the pass he was looking for. King flicked it back and grabbed in the end. Zleka turns and bit of a look. King put it in the area, and that was always running out of room, unfortunately. 58 minutes in here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, of course, for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. And, of course, RAA, proud sponsors of football in South Australia.
Subs here from Birkalla. It looks like Tyrese Conway and Charlie Devereaux, I believe, are coming off for Ryan Yates, who will go straight into that midfield for Devereaux. And Abdul Balamba is coming, another new signing. So, like for like changes, Balamba goes forward and Yates goes in the midfield. Just fresh run of legs there for Burks in their team. We'll see if they can make a difference. Both quality players, of course.
Yeah, absolute quality. Meantime, we'll start again. Ball rolls forward. You go. Little ball back in. Oh, Balamba, the touch was almost perfect. Didn't quite work out, though, in the end. Was read by everyone. And here we go. Irankuru lays it across. Oh, Costa was trying. And that one, I think, just hit either the grandstand or the commentary box. One of the two.
That went way higher than us. That hit the top of the grandstand. And we'll see if it comes down anytime soon. There's a few spectators that are watching their heads, but I don't think that will come down on our side. Maybe it's a work for maintenance in the new week.
Yeah, they'll get the ladder out Monday morning, that's for sure. Try and get that one off. Ball rolls all the way back. Who's going to hold their nerve? Cater just rolls it across. Might end up with it again here. He does. Just able to glide forward. Irankuru has been pretty dominant this half. Rolls wide. And out. Oh. Put him in goals. That was some kind of catch down there.
Yeah, I reckon that got the biggest cheer of the half. You can hear the crowd very pleased. A fellow spectator caught that ball clean.
It's clean. He doesn't have a drink, but I don't think he would have spilt it either. Cool, calm and collected down there. Meantime, back on the field. That's where we'll turn our attention now. Cater just had an opportunity. Decided against that and rolled it back. Now forward, down the outer side. That was, well, no foul given, so they'll just play that on. Here we go, gliding through the centre of the park. Little touch was pretty good. Dorigo's there. Can he do it? Lays it off. Back inside. Birkalla, yeah. And that was absolutely incredible there from Balamba. And the somersault, the flips, the celebration. They're up 1-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard.
And Stav Galekis has definitely been justified by his substitution now. We got Ryan Yates part of that play, setting up the play in midfield, and Abdul Balamba finishing it off. One of the underrated signings of Birkalla. A lot of headlines. He's probably not one of the headline makers, but he's showing us here that he definitely can be. So scoring has been opened by the away side. It's a super sub, Abdul Balamba.
It was some kind of finish there. And I'm still getting over the celebration. You said it'd be incredible, but that was next level. Somersaults, flips. Are we sure it wasn't in the YCA area earlier?
Yeah, that's definitely an inspiration here.
Certainly is. Ball rolls forward and out.
Again, I was about to say before that the good thing about this game, a draw doesn't favour anyone at this stage of the season, after neither team has started with an extreme amount of positive results. And now, of course, Birkalla will be looking to seal this, and Croatia, in front of the home fans, will be looking to get one back. So, game's still definitely on.
Absolutely. They say 1-0 might be the fragilest thing in football. And it certainly is. So that one goes forward, and Irankuru has just been some kind of star in this second half. Pretty good in the first as well. King, what can he do? Flicks it backwards. Cross comes in. Then the shot Back towards and out, and they'll ask the question, and in some pain. Matsumoto looks like that winded him there.
Yeah, that's give away a corner. Fortuitous there, Croatia, because Mateo completely miscued the shot, but ended up back to Zafaridis, who won the corner. It will be Niankuru here. It's a first corner from a right-footed side, so first time for Niankuru to make an impression from a set piece.
Niankuru, where does he go? Who does he look for? Cross comes in, needing a saviour. Cleared off the line, or cleared near enough off the last line of defence. Ball comes back. Campbell, oh no, here we go. Turnover. And now, bearing down on goal. Coming hard. Here we go, Conway. Tries to turn inside. Does turn inside, and the shot is wide.
And just got to correct myself, it wasn't Conway that came off, obviously, because he nearly doubled the scoring here. It was Nathan Andijanto that came off for Birkalla alongside Charlie Devereaux.
Just on Conway's shot there, he just nearly put it in the top corner. Missed obviously in the end.
Yeah, but the creators of that chance were Adelaide Croatia Raiders there with a careless giveaway in midfield by Callum Campbell, and that's how quickly a game can be sealed. So while they're looking for an equaliser, Croatia have to be cautious with how they approach this, because Birkalla have a corner here.
Foot to the throat. Can they deliver that knockout blow? Ball goes back in. Bouncing, rolls out. Collected, Yates. Cross comes in and just away. Rolls over. And still they hunt for that elusive second punch. On clearing ball. Up the line. Trying to work their way back into it. They'll be desperate for an equaliser in front of the home fans here. The Croatia Sports Complex has been host to one of the great NPL games. Not high scoring, but certainly exciting. Ball rolls forward, King. King and Niankuru, who will probably look inside and does. Oh, just had to go for home. Oh, Costa was lurking.
Blazeka knows his teammate, knows Costa will be making that run, and just centimetres off there. Costa desperately lunging for the ball, but Nicholas Harpers beats him to it.
That's how, I mean, you said it before, Antonio, that is how quickly it can change. Just one good pass does unlock the entire length of pitches. Matsumoto got the ball away, was taken down, stays sitting down. Yates in that pass well. Didn't work its way out to him in the end. Now, Matsumoto takes the ball, flicks it back. Becker. Matsumoto. Oh no. Welsh turns it over. Campbell, we know how good he is with the football. He can unlock doors that very few can. King. Back there. As Leka rolls it across, was trying to get to Zafaridis, but wasn't able to.
And will win the throw-in here, Birkalla, because it did come off Zafaridis, the Burke's clearance. But you could see Zafaridis has been running up and down the line all day, just looked a little bit winded there.
You can forgive him for that, I think, Antonis. He's been working pretty hard.
Tireless on that left-hand side. But they win it back here, Croatia.
Costa probably in the wrong position for where he needs to be. He needs to be the pass on. But he did go and win the ball. Plenty of screams and shouts from that fairly passionate Raiders army down there. Meantime, ball rolls back and they'll work it out again. Who to now? Where is your hero? Waiting and waiting and waiting.
Just an update on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Campbelltown City are 3-0 up, 2 second half goals to really put this game beyond Modbury, it seems, as Barbara will do as well. We'll give it away.
Oh, here we go. Moment. An absolute moment of excitement, but well, it's still on here. Becker will go around the grounds in a minute. Ball cleared and it'll roll up. It was nearly a collision in the end. Shooted himself nicely there. Did the Raiders player. Becker brings it back inside. Welsh and, well, there were shouts of potential offside, but refs let him play. Ball back, fired across, shot came in and missed. There was an update, Antonis.
Yeah, and they miscued there, Ryan Yates, and Croatia restart. But just quickly, Harry Hills would take a lead away to Adelaide Comets, a shock lead. Harry Conant, new coach there at Harry Hills today. They'd be over the moon trying to find a second consecutive victory.
Well, that would be a shock. If the Para Hills Knights were to win away at the Comets. I tell you what, of course, that was for the One World LED and Sportal Scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. The ball rolls forward in the middle of the sponsor read. How inconsiderate. Meantime, ball comes in. Costa has a shot! And again. Just stays out.
Threatening Croatia as they have been all game.
Ball cross back in. Costa this time. He went again. And I tell you what, he just can't quite buy a goal tonight.
And that one, a great cross, but if anything, just a bit too close with the keeper. And that wasn't, it might have been the reflexes of Harper's, but it might have just been the proximity to Costa. And like you said, Costa has got the ball in the back of the net, but was offside, was not offside there, and Birkalla remain ahead.
So Birkalla in a little bit of control. I wouldn't say cruise control. Haven't quite put the feet up. They can't afford to do that against this rampaging Raiders team. This time, an opportunity. Just trying to work their way out. They did. Matsumoto this time. His opportunity. Yeah, Loxton, not quite. This game, of course, being brought to you by RAA. They're proud sponsors of Football South Australia. They're doing a wonderful job in the RAA NPL League for 2025. Rolled. And Zafaridis looks. Trying to find a teammate. Did just that. Rolled back across. Nirankuru gives it back. Shot rolled in. And over it goes.
Trying to find goals in consecutive weeks there. Reece Thompson this week from right back. Didn't quite work out for him here. But while we're seeing Croatia attack, you will notice another swap of wings. Stefan Mateo has come out on this left side with Donati and Nirankuru on the right side. As Croatia load up for a corner here.
In it comes. Ball towards the back and it's going to be trapped. Croatia there first. King inside. Cross is there. Oh my God. Harpus just rises again and tips it over the top of the bar.
He's putting a really solid performance for player of the game, isn't he? Another phenomenal save. And like you said, Croatia just can't buy a goal here, but it's not for the lack of trying, because they've had the chances. They just can't put it in the back of the net. Another corner.
In it comes again. Harpus is there. That not needed that time. I tell you what, he's got reflexes like a jungle cat, this Harpus, just up and over anything. They could almost put it in the top corner and he'd get there.
Still time to go, so I wouldn't be talking too soon. But so far, he's the one that's ensuring that his side is looking in a strong position for the 3 points. And the first clean sheet of the season, of course, as further subs come in this time, I can confirm that Tyrese Conway is going off. Mason Ayubi to replace him. And it looks like Zach Becker will be the other change.
I do like Ayubi. He's a very, very, very talented footballer. Saw him start against Para Hills. It'll be interesting to see what he's able to do. I believe he was an inclusion for tonight's game.
And I believe, can't confirm it yet because I'm not close. He hasn't turned around to see his number, but I believe Austin Scambiatera has come on for Birkalla. We'll confirm when we can see it.
Go. Away again. Get excited. Campbell was there. Good things happen when he touches the football for Raiders. The line turning. Costa. Ball back inside. That's not going to do any damage there. Goes out. Looks like it's going to be a corner.
It wasn't Scambiater, it was Boris Glushkov that came off of Birkalla. Understandable, more defensive change rather than the forward, as Bergs look to hold on to this lead. So Glushkov and Ayubi come on.
It would be some kind of result with their first win in the NPL since 2022. So they've been waiting a while between drinks. Of course, went in and out of the league. Meantime, Cross came in, wasn't able to make an effect on goal that time. Was nicely cleared. All comes back. Colour on that far side, trapped in their own defensive end. They might be able to find it out. Little touch back inside. That's a good ball. Ayubi holds and rolls back. Still they work. Still they wait. Can the Raiders find a magic moment? They need a magic man. Here it is, Matteo charging at goal. Matsumoto got back quickly, has a little bit of an overlap there, does use it. That one not troubling at all. Ran out of room a little bit there. It's Zafaridis.
Again, understandable. Harpers is in the rush to restart this game with his team up a goal. He knows that Raiders can do some damage. He's had to prevent that a couple of times.
Well, they say they say sloths don't move a whole lot. I don't think I don't think at all the Harpers will be in any rush to move. He might be a bit like a sloth when he goes out to grab that football. Ball comes back in. Rolling out and over. Zafaridis gets it started again.
And you've seen that with every passing second, the urgency of Raiders will increase. They deserve a goal here today, and they're going to try their best. They're going to be hell-bent to ensure they grab at least one. We'll see if they can get it done, though.
Yeah, plenty to be decided still in the final 15 minutes or there's about of this game. Probably about 20 with injury time added on as well. We'll roll back. And then Nirankuru looks, darts, drives, might get it back, decided against Costa, and Harpers is there again. They've got to get it out, and they do. Just anywhere but the back of the net will do right now for Birkalla.
Just a lovely flick there to Costa. That was very smooth. And again, Harpers proactive in goals to be able to keep this one with his side ahead as another cross comes into Matteo.
What can Matteo do? Just fires it back across goal. Shot comes in, over.
You can see, though, how keen Croatia is to grab that goal. Reece Thompson at the top of the box, all the way from right back, keen to score that goal, but the volley goes over the bar, and it will be Scambiaterra now that comes on for Birkalla, and it looks like it's Johnny Dorigo that's coming off. Just a bit of energy, and again, goal scoring quality, be able to finish off the game here. Because again, Birkalla, of course, want to defend the lead, but they've got the quality on the pitch to seal the game with the second goal.
That they do. They seal it, well, they deserve it, but to be fair, both teams deserve at least something from the game. But the game itself doesn't deserve to end in a draw. It deserves a winner. It's had just about everything else. Ball now. Goes past Scambiaterra. Now, that one flicked up. Samoto. Just a little bit of aerial ping pong as they just fire it back. Hold forward. Cross comes in from King. Cleared away. Glushkov waiting. Welsh. That one's going to roll back. Welsh going through again. Flicks it. Glushkov was there and tangle of legs. And ref was pretty quick there to blow the whistle.
I think the bench is remonstrating, asking for a yellow card. which I believe Reece Thompson's already on one, but Christian Vidicchio doesn't believe that that one's worthy of a card, so we'll play on. It's calming down the bench, and we'll wait patiently for Birkalla to take their free kick, who, of course, understandably, they're in no rush to take.
No, again, they won't be going anywhere with any sense of urgency.
You can see that was Vlada Blazeka, the coach of Croatia Raiders, that got the ball into play, telling them just get on with it. And it will be Christopoulos over the ball. We'll see if he delivers it.
Well, he's got a wand of a foot. Let's see what he's able to do. Christopoulos sends it in. Ball now nearly just gets away. Waited to the last possible second, then did dispose of it. Mateo's there, trying to fight just about three. Then a fourth player arrived, and he got it out towards the waiting help of his teammate. Flicks across, and Balumba might get there, didn't quite. What a ball. What an absolute ball. Niran Kurin's here, and it might still work out. It does! There it is, 1-1. And he just comes sprinting, and there's another somersault as another player goes and scores. Well done. It's 1-1.
And I tell you what, the MVP of that goal is Noah Blasek, because what vision and what execution of that ball, just hurled it around the back line. I tell you what, he probably celebrated that harder than the goal scorer himself. Will be over the moon, Noah Blasek there, and his father, of course, the coach, will be over the moon as well, because his son has just delivered the peach of the ball. And Neon Kuri gets his first goal back as a Raider after a stint in New South Wales. And we're all level here at the Croatian Sports Centre with 10 minutes to go. And lucky, they've deserved the goal, haven't they, Croatia? And
they
you can hear this chant. Always lively here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Once their team gives them something to chant about, they're always going to raise their voices.
There is a player down, though, in more disastrous situations down here. No real rush to get up at all.
Hopefully he can continue, but it might have been something that happened during that goal scoring sequence. It looks to be one of their central defenders. I believe it's Colin Morris.
Morris, a real shame for him. Has certainly had his fair share of good moments today as well. Standing in a team that had only just conceded their first goal there. Niran Kuru, who was there to put it in the back of the net. 1-1. Of course, Colour had their own moment of success with Balumba.
Again, as we said before, Lockie, a draw doesn't benefit anyone here. We've got 10 minutes, and every minute that goes on here will add on in injury time. Both teams need a goal. They need 3 points here. So I reckon we're going to see a really exciting end to this game as we get underway here with Birkalla.
Ball works its way forward. Ayobi, oh no. Oh no. Didn't quite work out there.
You can see he's calling his teammates, lock them in here, make it hard to get the ball out, press them into an error. But Croatia should be able to get out of this one.
Should, and that press and that zip that was there with Birkalla from the start of the game when they scored that goal seems to have just stepped off maybe 5, 10, 15% there. They should get back into it here. They'll find their groove again. You do always end up a little bit shocked when the opposition does get a goal. Jai trying to be King, turning and works his way through. And King, that was all kinds of class.
Hit the box!
Rolls the football across. Cross comes back in. Cleared out towards the fans. The ultras almost down there, I think, Antonis.
I think to find them, you have to see where the players celebrated that goal.
Yeah.
They're great support, home and away.
Dude, they make it to every game. It's really good to see. Campbell, can he unlock something? Zafaridis gives the football off.
Just to wonder what a goal can do, because they're just refreshed here, Croatia, aren't they? And definitely on the front foot.
No, I don't need to come to the bench for a rest. I'm good to go, they all say. King flicks it across. Cross now coming in. Is it there? Ooh, just a little touch. Nearly got it home, but unfortunately, shot was off.
Yeah, I think took a deflection from Mateo's shot, took a deflection, and will be a corner here on our near side. And you can see Neon Kuru is very keen to get the show underway. with a short corner.
Ball now works its way out. Zafaritas looking for a finish. Nearly, no. Cleared. And now, ball works its way back. Headed towards the boundary line, or a little shove. Just a little touch.
And the free kick is played there, I believe.
Yeah, it certainly does look like it might be. No. Yes.
Yeah. Which, now that they've realised that they might get players in the box and look for a delivery.
Here we go. Who's ordered a lovely finish? Let's see. What can the delivery bring? Cross in. There, Costa was lurking at the back. It was cleared before it got to him, though. Ball should come back the other way. Does now. Little ball wide. Oh, no, just lost the ball. Lost it at the last pivotal moment there. Did Zafaritas. Malumba, the goal scorer. He flicked it back. Welsh might find it back. Didn't. Thompson rolling through. And now they'll just work it out. They do. Here come Birkalla hard the other way. 4-on-3, but with plenty arriving quickly. From the outer side. Shot comes in. Oh, no. Ooh, it was close. It was close.
Yeah, just one. You can see the crowd there biting their nails off. It's very tense here, isn't it? We can see the reactions on our right here. You can clearly see who's a Birks fan, clearly see who's a Croatia fan. Very distinct reactions, but game's still on here. 5 normal minutes to go. We'll have plenty of injury time, and ball's Croatia's.
Is with Croatia. Ball flicked forward. As King flicks it back. Cross comes in. Collected. Now, Malumba rolls it, and I tell you what, Niran Kuru just snuck up on him.
Defensive side of the game as well, the goal scorer.
Yeah, can do it all just about. And that one's just gone out. I don't know whether or not he was napping in the centre of the ground then, but he was there. He just appeared and nearly stole the ball and did in the end.
But you can see what it means for a player that's come through the ranks of the club, understands what it means for the people coming here on the Friday night to enjoy a meal, to hang out with people with a similar background to them, their community, to finish the night, to start the weekend off with a win. And they've still got time to do this here as Birkalla break away, but Toriani will recover here for Croatia.
So Toriani flicks it across. That's, again, a good unlocking ball. Didn't quite work out that time. Might still. Costa. Well, he's caught in a tangle there. Wasn't much he was going to be able to do. Malumba. He rolled it across. Do you find another option? They don't. And here come Croatia the other way. 1, 2, 3 steps, and then the ball laid off. Turning. Matteo looking. Worked off it. Might get it back, and it was a free kick going the way of Matsumoto, so referee brings the game briefly to a halt.
I'll tell you what, Croatia's influence on this game has increased with Jai King's influence on this game, because as this half has rolled on, he's been able to start dictating tempo here. He's had a really good second half of this second half, and again, there's a big reason why Croatia is in control of this game right now. But again, Birkalla will take a breather here with a free kick one, and Harpers will go long.
He does just that. Up the line, bouncing and rolls back in. Oh, how good is that? Little touch might still work its way out. Long high ball from Harpers. Watch your drinks, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, one-handed. Oh.
Tell you what, we've seen great goalkeeping on and off the pitch today. Second quality catch, but ball back into play very quickly because we've got a game of football to end here.
We do. As nice as it is watching crowd catches, we've got a lot of movement, a lot of excitement left in these final couple of moments. Ball rolls forward. A game that has been captivating from finish to end here in the RAA NPL.
Great defending by Keita there. Start that attack, but they might be in trouble here, Croatia.
Here comes Malumba charging hard. He's already got one goal. That was strong. Got down. Good tackle. And now, ball, well, nearly rolled forward. King's trapped almost here. And Yates is... or giving away a free kick.
But you can see here how keen Croatia are to get this winner, because the last 2 attacks have been started by great defensive moves from their centre-backs. So it's a whole team effort as the cross comes in here.
Zafaridis nearly found it in, a little touch, trying to just work his way through. Oh my God, that shot came in from Nirankurun, wasn't quite able to get there in the end. And now they might just work their way forward. Here we go, little baller. Yogi was just kind of half sneaking around the back, wasn't able to quite get there. Everyone catches their collective breath.
In the last minute of regulation here, we're going to have at least 4 or 5 minutes of injury time, you'd think. Injuries and goals. Croatia continue attacking.
Is it possible to have another 90, do you think, Antonis?
I think we all need to go home and start our weekends. But before we do that, we've got a match of football to decide here.
Is there last minute heroics to send the Adelaide Croatia fans home happy, or will it be a travelling party back down south for Birkalla? Will both teams share the spoils potentially? Here we go. Turning inside, trying to work his way out, did just that. Cross came in. Everyone arrived and converged on the football. And it's shot rolled off. King was half there, but Harper saved.
Tell you what, an agonising second there with Cohen Morris losing the ball, not sure where it was, and it fell in the feet of Jai King, but safe in the hands of Nicholas Harpers, and every moment here is filled with tension as we enter injury time.
Well, I'm dancing around in the commentary box. I've seen Antonis moving a little bit as well, and you can only imagine how it is for the fans out there. Torture as you're hunting for a winner. There. Here's Balumba, brings it back inside. Shot's going to come on here. Oh, no. Oh, and it was nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, substitutes combined in there. Mason Ayubi, Abdul Balamba. It ended up at Austin Scambiaterra's feet, but couldn't get it on target, wide of Barbaro's nets. And the important part is Croatia get the ball back and they attack here.
They do. Still, we hunt for a winner. Here we go. Released. Ball back inside. No. Saved. Harpers is there again. Costa foiled at the last possible moment. 91 minutes ticks by on the One World and Sportal scoreboard. Nearly quickly arriving. Everyone just trying to converge on this football at the minute. Ball rolled back. Now there. Balumba. Can he be the hero? He's already got one. Ball flicked across. Back inside. Cleared. Possibly towards the boundary line, towards the intertouch line. They'll take anything at this point.
And the Birkalla ball near the corner flag here, and we've got some ending on our hands, Lockie. I wonder, of course, every second that goes past, the winner becomes more unlikely. But, my God, if a winner goes in either side, we're going to have some scenes here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Matsumoto with the ball.
Long throw-in looking like his option. Does just that. Puts it in, turning. Welsh. Might find its way back. Didn't quite. Irankuru's there again, but I tell you what. Ended up here at the feet of the striker. Wasn't quite able to do it. Ball's going to come back. Balumba. And rolls past. Cleared. Ball shaping against the boundary line. Oh, Matteo was there. The touch was nearly. Didn't quite work out. Balumba tried to work it round. Matteo's back with the football. And here they go. Everyone just catches. Trying to work out where this ball's going to end up. Rolling back across. King. Ball roll back in. Nirankuru's there again. No.
Strong defending there by, I believe, is that Morris or Jurgovic? I can't quite tell from here, but really strong defending by Birkalla to stop the rampant Donati Niankuru there in the box.
He's been on song all night. The second half has really been his. Long ball, a little bit more vertical than it did horizontal in terms of distance. Ball flicks back. Going to work out there. Blaziker gives it across. Now, they're just continuing to build up. Rolled through. Matteo, he flicks it across. Zafaritis was there. Collected.
What that little deflection was agonising there, because he just looked for a second and it might just fall in the feet of Costa. But Harpers, as he's been very often today, there to collect it as Christian Badicchio calls time on an enthralling game. Just the 2 goals, 1-0, but my God, this game had a bit of everything and more than enough chances for it to be another 3-0 for Birkalla rather than the 1-0.
Well, they've started their return to the NPL with 4 draws, and Tonus have Birkalla. It was the Adelaide Croatia Raiders who ended up with their first draw tonight to go with their 1 win. Both teams end the night on 4 points. Plenty of action to go on in the NPL. The late game, of course, kicked off at 8:15, but that ends it here. Just before we do go, Antonius, your best performance of both teams?
Yeah, my God, for Birkalla, Nicholas Harpers, you can't go past him with a couple of huge saves. In the game that finishes a draw, of course, that's important. And for Raiders, a all-round team performance, to be honest with you. I can't quite pinpoint some of it. I just do have that Noah Blazeka assist for that goal in my mind. That was a superb goal, but a great game all around. I really enjoyed it. Neither team comes out of this quite pleased, because of course they do need wins at this point of the season, but after 4 rounds, each team is on 4 points, an average of 1 a round. So again, desperate for a win in the next outing, both of these two, and looking forward to seeing how their seasons develop.
Plenty of football still to come across the RAA NPL. A massive thank you to everyone behind the scenes that puts this on. A massive thank you to our sponsors, Sportal, One World LED, and of course the RAA for bringing us this game tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring this one to you in your living rooms, across the YouTube channels, wherever you happen to be watching. Plenty of football. It ends here at the Croatian Sport Complex. 1-1 between Birkalla and the Adelaide Croatia Raiders. We will speak to you very, very soon across on the RAA NPL.